What's up? Can you see me? All right. Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess I just FaceTime usually, so I see myself. You see yourself on Skype? Do you see me? Yeah, yeah. I can see you on mine. I just can't see myself. Okay, yeah. Ah, okay. I just see a little guy up there in the top corner. Oh, hold up. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. There we are. There we are. All right. Right. Yep. Did we? No, we haven't. We've been requested to go a ton, but we haven't made it out to one yet. So yeah, yeah, we've had customers go out to them. We haven't had a table or a booth out there yet. Yeah, yeah. Anything I want to talk about? I mean, we have some new products coming out. It's probably something we're gonna wait to surprise people with. We can touch up on some ideas, and we have some exciting things in the future coming. We're in the works that we don't really want to get into details with. Right, right, right. So yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Here, actually, you know what? Let me try to throw on my headphones so I can hear you a little bit better. Because you're on my phone. Me? Ah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
You have the half gladiator, half geek concept. That was my line in the Funko movie. Being a big time collector and
Right.
being able to be on the field or in the boxing ring. How did
Yeah.
you fall for that little clip right there?
So how did I kind of get into Funko Pop collecting and all that kind of stuff?
Well, how did you become like a collector, like in general? Not even Funko stuff. Like, when did you know you were
Right.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
this
So,
geek
like-
and I'm this collector? I mean, this
Right. I
athlete.
mean, growing up, baseball was just a big part of my life. So baseball cards were the thing.
Gotcha.
And that's really what started me collecting, right? And it wasn't until, God, a handful of years ago where my buddy had all these Funko Pops, and I said, what the heck are these? Like, come on, he had a wall full of these things. And he was telling me about them, and certain ones you can find in stores later that I would know to become chase figures, right? And he was telling me about those. I said, hey, let's go out and look, right? So we went out to Barnes & Noble, and sure as hell, there's, can I say hell on here? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever you want.
All right, yeah. There's a metallic Batman out there at Barnes & Noble. We just went and looked randomly. Yeah, right. So, like, that kind of gave me little Funko bite, and it kind of got me going. So
Wow.
that's where I started. And when I was playing, I was in Pro Bowl at the time. This was probably 3 or 4 years ago. And God, we would get done with our work days of spring training. I would, a couple of my roommates got them hooked on it too. So we would go out and we would go Funko Pop hunting.
Yeah.
After the work day was over. Yeah. But we were like super newbies at the time.
Totally get it.
There's nothing wrong with it, right? We would hit up, stores looking for exclusives and all this kind of stuff. But as I got more into it, that wasn't the move anymore. So.
Gotcha. And you said a few years ago. How long did you start collecting?
So I started. When did I start or stop? What?
When did you start? When did you start doing all
Got
this?
you. Right. Yes. It was probably like 3 years ago.
Right. That's when I started. Right.
Right. Yeah.
How did you feel when you went into like that first Walgreens? Like
the first man, we went to like 100. I think at the time this was like a couple years ago. We were looking for the Chase Green Goblet in Walgreens.
Oh, that was a good one. That's my favorite.
Right. And we visited. It felt like 100 Walgreens in like the Bradenton, Sarasota area down in Florida. Spring training, beautiful. So we just hit them all up, and obviously, it probably wasn't the route to go to do that, and they were probably long gone. But it was still fun. It was for the thrill of it. It was pretty fun.
Right. Especially that first time, right, when you're going out to all them stores nonstop.
Well, you get in trouble. You buy your first one, and you're in trouble. So
yeah.
A big rabbit hole you go down.
Yeah. So you got them all. You started displaying them. You kept them out of box. We going for box.
No, yeah.
Quality.
So when I went, it was all about quality for me. And it's the same with baseball cards, right? We have graded baseball cards and all this kind of stuff. So for me, it was the box quality. I know some people don't care about that. For me, that's a big deal. Right. And then I was just displaying them down at Pirate City. It's called Pirate City. It's our spring training facility with the Pirates. Mm-hmm. I would have them stacked up. We had a little shelf above our bed. I'd have them stacked up in there, and the maids would come in. Like, what are you doing? You got toys in here? Like, come on, you're a professional athlete. You got toys hanging in here. I was like, hey, let me be, all right?
That's right. So you said you started with Marvel. Was it just Marvel at first, or you moved on?
Actually, we were trying to find the Green Goblin Chase. I first started off with Stranger Things.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Yeah, and that was my thing. And then obviously I worked in Breaking Bad. Is one of my favorite TV shows there is, and the MLB mascots, I still have those today.
Oh, yeah.
And I've owned about every pop you can think of, minus, Clockwork Orange and all that kind of stuff. But most of the higher end stuff I've owned. Unfortunately, I don't own it anymore. I do own one big Grail, and that's going to stay with me until someone gives me some ridiculous offer on it.
Who's that at?
It's I wish I had a picture. I have it on my phone, but it's Ken Griffey Jr. LE24 autograph. It's autographed.
You got the autograph?
Hall of Fame 16 inscription. It's nice, yeah.
I seen one. I think about it on like eBay for like $26,000 or $16,000, something crazy. There's two of them. There's two of them in the world right now, and one of them is up on. It's signed in like gold, and it's just his name. I think Probstein has it up there on eBay. I think he's got it up for like $9,000. Doesn't have the inscription. The gold kind of it's getting lost because it's bronze figure. It doesn't look that good. I threw mine up there, just for shits and giggles, and we'll see what happens. I have no plan of selling it, but if the offer comes along, wants to do it right.
No, that's what I mean. I had Silver Nelson and Gold King Felix, and I didn't plan on selling those either. Right? I'm a big baseball guy, so like Funko Pops and baseball, like that's where it came together for me. So I was gonna keep those, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna throw these on eBay for a ridiculous price or best offer. Ended up getting a crazy offer, and I had to let them go.
I know, right? Oh,
right.
You're like, come on. I'll take off $25. They're like, deal. I'm like, what do you mean, deal? Come on. Right. That's $25. Come on with this.
Right.
That's cool. The good thing for you, though, and it makes perfect sense, too, because Funko did have that mascot license back then.
Yeah.
They were out. They were on the market. Nobody really cared for them too much. Which one's your favorite mascot?
I like Mr. Met.
But
I'm one of those guys that love the value in the pops too, right?
Yeah, baby.
So it kind of meets it together, and that's the one. But you see, they're releasing the new mascots, and we got the pirate mascot. So I'm going to send a pop vault out to those guys and my buddies with the Pirates. And we're going to get a picture with the bird with a case full of them. It's going to be pretty sweet.
Sign it and everything, something like.
Pirates are great. Still got great relationships with all those guys. front office down. Those guys were great. So it's going to be a cool photo.
Yeah, when I went to Toy Fair, they had them all on display, and they look so good out of box. Like that whole set, you know, it's like, oh, take it out of box.
I know, Pops do look pretty good out of box, especially when you get people with shelves full of them. I can't do it. I can't do it just because I need that value there just in case I ever need to sell them.
Right. So you could take them out like a certain way, right? I had my whole Star Wars collection, my Marvel collection. I took all these motherfuckers out.
The only one I ever do that with is P.A. Vegeta, just to make sure the foot stamp's on there.
Right.
But that's it. I can't do it. I
did a live stream once. We drank a little bit too much.
Right.
I'm taking out like all these Freddy Funkos. I'm taking out like all these glow-in-the-dark pops. I'm like, oh, look at this. This is great. I flocked up. Yeah, I flocked up on that one. So tell me about your professional career.
Yeah, so, you know, like I said, I grew up playing baseball. I went to community college in Iowa for 2 years. My first 2 years of college, I played baseball. I was actually an outfielder. I got recruited where I'm at now. I'm actually in D.C. right now. And I got recruited to come out here to George Washington University on D.C., and they wanted me to pitch. And as soon as I got out here, it's just one of those things, you know, I'm sure you've experienced this in your life. It's just, you know, as soon as you're there, you just know. It's like, this is where I need to be to achieve what I want to achieve. And I got back off the plane when I got home. And I said, Dad, this is it. So I committed, and first year pitching. I pitched 1 year here. I ended up getting drafted in the 2015 MLB draft by the Pirates, and spent 3 or 4 years with them. It was a good experience. But now I'm done, and that's why I'm out here just to finish my last year of college. And it's nice because it was in my contract where they paid for this last year. But cool. It's a lot of work doing the business, doing school, everything else.
Yeah, so that is I'm a professional boxer. I collect some toys, right? I don't got a business. I do school, but it's smart. You're working on something else as you're doing something that you ever actually make it onto the field, like in a pro game.
So I never made it to the big leagues, but So there's, if you're not familiar with professional baseball, there's the minor leagues and there's the big leagues. Think of it like a totem pole, right?
I seen that one movie. With remember the one from the kids when they go to training camp? I forget what the name of the movie is. I forget what it was, but
the rookie. I don't know. There's so many baseball movies out there, but So I played in the minor leagues, and I ended up getting up to high A, so a step below double A.
Okay.
And then I ended up getting released, and that was about the time I was trying to decide, what do I do next? We're all going to come to this point at some point in our sporting career.
Yeah.
Thankfully you haven't had to make that choice yet, but it was a tough choice.
I refused. I refused. I got so many surgeries. I keep refusing.
Right. And that was a spot that I was in too, but I knew I was going to be okay off the field if I decided to hang them up. There's guys that play, especially like kids from the Dominican. We play with a lot of Dominican guys, and that's kind of all they got. So they run it out, and I played with guys that, they played till they're 30-something years old, and they never made it to the big leagues. And I didn't want to be that guy, right?
Yeah.
And so it was a tough. Right.
You ever see that documentary? Not a documentary. It's on Real Sports. Had the minor league baseball players get treated. Oh my God! These guys.
Which one was that?
The way the minor league baseball players get treated.
Yeah. Oh my! Yeah, they live the life.
It's the same as professional boxing is. Trust me.
I bet.
It's just like there's this, and then there's you could be working at McDonald's.
Right. And that was the thing. So when you get drafted, you get your signing bonus, which is a nice chunk of money. But the monthly pay for minor leaguers is like nothing. I think we're getting paid $1,200 a month.
Yeah.
Right.
$1,200.
And during my earlier years, we would go to spring training, and then we'd go to extended spring training, which is spring training but for 2 more months, and you don't get paid during that time. So really, you were getting paid 3 or 4 months out of the year, and it's rough, but they have that leverage on you because what do you don't want to play? We'll give it to someone else. Any Joe Schmo wants to play.
I'm in the same boat. I got my first fight for $800. I'm I'm going to train and I'm missing anything I can do at home. They said you can't go to school. You either be a boxer or you go to school. I said, well, I do want to live my dream. So at least at the end of the day, just like you get to live it as far as you want, and you tempt it, and at the end of the day, you feel like you pushed as far as you can go. So
exactly, you just got to run it out and kind of give it everything you got. And that was the thing that I feel okay walking away from the game because I know I gave it everything I had. So as hard of a decision as it was to make, I can live with that and I can sleep at night. I know there's guys out there that can. I don't want to be that guy in anything I do in life. You know,
yeah, right.
Anything worthwhile. There's no shot. I can't live with regret.
I get that. I tell the girlfriend all the time. But like right now, the only reason I box because I want to make money. That's it. I don't box for fun. Yep. That's it. I only box because it's the way I can only place I really know how to make some real money.
Dude, that's your skill set. Go after it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm good at. I'm good at doing that. And I'm good at making some good conversation on YouTube, I guess.
Exactly.
Right? So, I seen you actually on Facebook. I don't want to add you as friends because I don't want to be creepy and stuff. But I saw your brother was your brother support you with this and everything, and he was all proud of you and all that because he had like a little comment and message for you, which I was like, oh, that's nice. You got a little family involved. Now, let's talk about the vaulted vinyl vault case that we've seen. When did you actually start this? Because I remember seeing
right. I don't know. You know, I know you mentioned in the video you saw something 2 years ago or something like that. I don't know if that was us or not. So shortly after I decided to hang up my cleats, I just had an idea one night. And keep in mind, so these pop vaults are, especially that product, is tailored towards the high-end collectors.
Right.
And most of our customers that purchase those are protecting multiple thousands of dollars worth of pop figures. And that was the same boat that I was in. That's kind of what I dealt with, because I used to buy and sell pops a lot. Right. And I would just deal high-end, strictly high-end. That was it. And that was who I was. And then I decided, hey, man, I have, $10,000 worth of pops here. And I just had an idea of doing that. And especially when I was in the minor leagues, I was always traveling. When I got traded, I had to drive to another city or I had to fly to another city. I had these pops in my car. I'm like, oh my God, like they're toys, but they're like, I have $10,000 or whatever in my back seat. Like, Jesus Christ. God. Right. So I decided to come up with this thing. The pop vault is what it came to be. And I sat there like, I think this has got a shot. And, I worked on everything is, you hear people out there saying, oh, this is just, you can go out and buy one of these things and make one yourself. Everything is customized in-house. And then we go with our manufacturer and they make it for us. So this isn't some cheap pick and pluck foam. Every dimension of that thing, every spec is customized to our liking. And that's what it was. And we got the samples in and we're like, wow, this is awesome. And our customers have been really thinking the same thing. You can see that in reviews. We don't block, edit, censor any of them. And it's pretty special,
We know a few companies who do that.
No.
So that's such a perfect style and a perfect reason to create something. You're traveling all over the damn country. You got $10,000 in your back seat. You don't even want to throw a bottle back there, an empty bottle, because you want to destroy them. So what do? You go out there and develop something for yourself first. And then how do you actually go on to actually going about? Like you were like, yo, hey, buddy, do you want to help me create this?
Right. So I mean, we drew up all the dimensions and stuff like that, and we made some prototypes. And then what we did, I have some connections in the manufacturing world. Like my buddies, I'm sure, have you ever heard of Gildan before? They make T-shirts and stuff. Anyways, he's in charge of the Under Armour sock deal.
Okay.
So we have some connections there on the manufacturing side that he can put us in touch with and this and that. So he, referred us to some people and we kind of worked around and found our best fit and ran with it. And here we are today. And at first it was, even still so today, people are on one side or the other, right?
Right.
It's either people love it or people hate it. But what we've come to learn is that the people that hate it, one, they're not our customers. And two, it's not our target market, and that's okay. If it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's just kind of one of the things that we just say nowadays. We're not hiding it. We're not for everybody, especially the pop vault. We introduced the pop protector, so it's a lower price point item. It's kind of opens up the market kind of for anyone that kind of wants to be a part of it and have a premium brand, something they can be proud of. Really, is what it is. And but for the pop vault, it's definitely tailored towards the higher end collector.
Yeah, and that was probably my biggest concern was you only was like this bigger audience when that's the smallest audience for you as a company is the bigger audience. You know, there's only how many 480 pieces out there.
Right. I hear you.
Right? How many other ones people would love. So I know you're probably working on something like that in the future, which is probably going to be a little exciting. Maybe we'll talk a little bit at the end. But how did you come up with the concept first? I'm going to come up with 6. 6 is the ones I want. 9, 12, you just like 6.
Right. So when we first designed it, it was 5, right? And it was 3 laying like you would see, and then 2 on their side. And I was like, you know what? It looked good, but it was just something about, like, I wanted them all to be displayed up. So when you open it up, you can look at it and whatever.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why we came up. That's why we came up with 6. Any bigger than that, you know, I know you say it's a big case.
It's a big case.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that big.
It's a big case, but it's worth it because of the protection that you got going on that thing. You weren't kidding about that foam. That's some thick foam. So
yeah, it's not. And I know a lot of people out there that haven't had the product in hand. That's a big thing with a pop vault. You got to get it in hand and really see it. A lot of times people will dog on it, which is fine. We welcome that. You know, we don't care about that at all. If you're talking about it, you're talking about it. That's great. Yep. But there's some misconceptions out there about it. And when people get it in hand, they're like, wow, this is pretty serious.
Pretty serious.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until actually last night I'm laying in bed with the girlfriend and I said, I get it. And I love it. And I'm going to tell you why. Star Wars Celebration's coming.
Yeah.
She's naming off all the people that are going to be there. Lando.
Right.
Jar Jar Binks. Chewbacca. There could be Harrison Ford might show up. There's Ahsoka coming. Guess what? That's 6 Funko Pops. Darth Maul might be there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to need their signatures for.
That's an absolutely good point. We actually had a customer out at Emerald City Comic Con. I think you might have saw it this weekend. One of those guys actually had 6 Pops signed, and it was absolutely perfect. You know, obviously that's not the only reason for it, but that's an absolutely good way to use it. And you're right, that's perfect.
I'm going to wait online I waited for Mark Hamill. 3 hours. $295 on a $500 pop.
Right.
I got this thing in my backpack. Usually I hear me going like this, right? Same thing last week when I get it signed. You know, I'm walking around the con because I gotta let it heal. Like I'm walking around the con like this, like excuse me, people, get out of my way. I'm still gonna rob me. I don't even know. But then if I had that little case, I could have seen because that was the day that we actually went to New York Comic Con. We went to go get about 4 or 5 pops that day signed.
Yeah.
And that would have worked out beautifully if I actually had like the case walk around. I look like a complete, psychopath at the time. But whatever.
I think there's a misconception there. I think people think that and they're like, oh God, you're just asking to get robbed. That's not the case.
I don't think
that's not the case at all.
I don't think it's robbed. It's more like, why is that guy got a suitcase? I wonder what the hell's he doing in there?
I understand the concerns about that. And I was like, let's see if this is actually the case. So I took mine down to the White House. I'm 2 blocks from the White House right now.
Wow.
I took mine down to the White House with the Secret Service down there taking pictures. I was down on the ground taking pictures of different angles and everything. A black case. What the heck's this guy doing with the black? Nobody stabbed. No one said anything. I think it's just a fear that's actually not really going to happen, which is fine. I understand it, but you're going to be safe.
The only other recommendation I got for this was it should come with a handcuff.
Handcuff, yeah. It should come with a handcuff.
I swear people want it. I swear people want it. Like, make that up your deluxe version, please.
It's gonna be our San Diego Comic Con exclusive handcuff.
Dude, I'm telling you. A black handcuff. Guys, let me know if you guys want to see a black handcuff on this thing. I swear. I swear people wanted to see it. I said, I have to ask. I think that'd be pretty freaking awesome. Like, if you're going balls to the wall, let me just, listen.
I hear you.
I'm walking around with this thing anyways. It's $15,000 in the goddamn pop box.
Well, I don't think someone's going to want to try to steal it from you, but.
Well, obviously, no. I'm 150 pounds in person.
You're welcoming it. 150 pounds with a 300-pound left hook coming at you.
But you know, I don't want to bring fear to everybody. Next thing you know, my pops are getting damaged, and I'm going to be really pissed. So that's pretty cool. I had to come up with that logo too.
Yeah, that's a good. I designed that. Yeah, totally. You should see some of the other logos I had. I was thinking of something. I was racking names in my head, trying to think of something, and just like notebooks full of names and logo designs. And just one day, I came up with it, and I said, "That's it."
Did you have the name first, or did you have the
name first? Name first, yeah.
So you
name first,
like this. I don't know if
and I'm glad
in the video I was talking about your logo as if it was. I think I added at the end because it probably didn't make sense, but it looked like a sports logo, like a logo for a team. They could go on a team, like a baseball team, and be like, "Look at my stuff right here." But I'm like, wow, that looks pretty cool.
Appreciate it.
It's funny too. It probably reminds you of being like grade school, like just trying it out.
I obviously, I was drawing some ideas in the book, and then I made it on a computer program I have, but. Yeah, it's just one of those things that, again, when you know, and that was kind of the thing that I settled on. Obviously, you come up with a lot of things, and you're like, and this was the one that was like, yeah, that's it.
Gotcha.
So, and we designed it first without, actually, when you think about it, we first here, I have a little thing here, so there, yeah.
I like that too.
So first we designed it, we didn't have the circles around it with the lines out, but what that actually represents is, think of a pop vault. When you put your pop in there, that's pretty much what it is. It's like, so that's kind of what it is.
Look at that, guys. Put it in the vault. That's beautiful. So let's get to some questions. Matt Oakley, is the case designed for pop stacks or regular protectors?
Pop stacks. It's a perfect fit. You're going to love it. I'm sure you've tried it with your pop stacks, right?
Of course. That's
what do you think?
They fit perfectly. They fit perfectly. I don't know if I got it unlocked or not. I like came with 2 keys. It was pretty cool. I like the lanyard thing that I seen. Yeah. So if you guys didn't see, somebody at the Comic-Con, they actually just took this. They put their lanyard on it.
Yeah.
And instead of going using the cheap lanyard that they give you, he was able to get that one. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. So those lanyards come with every pop vault, and then. We got some couple surprises coming in the next couple weeks here that are going to be pretty awesome. But then we'll throw them on our website as well. You can purchase them; they won't be too bad. $7, I don't know.
What do we got? Are you making a 1 or 2 piece case from Spirit Penguin? The guy loves. He has the best name, Spirit Penguin.
We are coming out with some new case models.
All right.
Stay tuned. Within a couple weeks, we are coming out, but I'm not going to get too in depth with them. But you're going to want to stick around for those.
That's good. That's good. Will you make a case that holds 2 or 4 pops? Same question. Or that made for this or that one. This should make a smaller case. Yep. He just mentioned that one. Different versions. Everybody wants that 2-pack or the 6-pack is nice. Everybody wants that.
Well, guys, stick around because it's going to be something special. Yeah.
So we got
another one. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we got another one with a little twist on it you guys are really going to like.
Yeah.
And I don't want to reveal it too soon. We're meeting with our IP lawyer this week, trying to.
Now, I'm going to be a little ballsy here. I haven't done this yet. Like, I'm about to take my ceramics and be like, all right. They fit pretty snug, I'm going to say, right?
Yeah.
And this is 2, 4, 6, 8. This is $10,000 in pops.
Bingo. And
I don't know if I want to do this.
Here, let me. Actually, I got one over here. One second.
I'm scared to death.
I got one over here, and you don't need. You don't need pop stacks either. So we got our. You probably can't see it.
So the pop protectors. Yeah, those fit good.
Yeah, we got our pop protectors in there. So you don't need them. And we also have people that go pop hunting and don't put any protectors in there. I mean, it's good to go. It's not going to crush your pop.
It's solid in there. Correct.
It's I'm telling you, we designed the specs on this thing. This isn't something you can just go out to your hardware store and buy, right? So when you close the lid on there, you don't even need, if you don't want to, you don't even need stacks or protectors or anything. The top foam's not going to crush them.
And like you said, if somebody goes out there and tries to make themselves, they're not going to look anything like that. You're going to be rolling up your shit, flying all over the place.
And that's the thing, right? You're always going to have the people saying we can make this cheaper, or you can go buy a cheap version and do something like that. It's just do it. Do it. I encourage you to do it. Make a business model on it. Bring it to market and be successful. And I don't think a lot of people realize how much work has come in so far just to get to here.
Right.
And how much more work is going to take just to get to the next step. So,
like I mentioned in that video, you are so far ahead with design and quality that nobody's going to even want to even step in the same field as you because they're going to be so far. It's not like, oh, hey, let me make a better one than you. Because it's not going to happen.
And we are always innovating. So, like, we got our case models out, but we're already looking for the future to make them even better. So
that's cool.
And that goes with our protectors too. We already got plans in rolling for better ones. So they're pretty darn good right now. We're absolutely super proud of them. Our customers, they can speak for us. I mean, I'm not going to hype us up. They can speak for us, and we're drawing some pretty cool attention too. We don't reach out to retailers. You know, they've been reaching out to us, and we got some exciting ones coming. But I can't get too far into it. But it's got potential to be pretty big.
That's pretty cool because you're gonna have to be producing all these, right? You got to be manufacturing and do this all yourself, or you have a team of people, or
right. So what we did, we designed everything in house, like I said, and we went out. And we found our best fit to make these for us. So we don't make them in house. We recruit people. In other words, we recruit people to see what's the best fit for our company and our product. We get samples and we roll with them if that's what we want. I mean, we have a strict quality control standards. So a lot of times
you can't flop.
A lot of times manufacturers, it's not, we can't do it with them because they don't have the same. So
they want to it's gonna be that's rough.
And
we
don't want to cut corners or anything like that. And it all goes into our branding. We're a premium brand. We have no desire to cut corners and be cheap with any of our products, and that's the reason we don't discount our products. We're 100% we're behind every single one of our products. Our customer service, again, our customers can comment on this. I don't need to sell it, but that's who we are, and that's what we're trying to be.
Yeah. The one thing I noticed as soon as I opened up those pop protectors compared to when I get, a brown box in the mail, I can see some stay-at-home mom who's got this bankroll of whatever. She wants to get involved in Funko Pops, and she don't want to feel like this little, you kind of make it look cool.
Yeah.
Your style, you make it cool. And that's what I like.
We think that's the way it should be. I mean, you're proud of your collection. Right. And if you're not proud of your collection, what are you doing? It doesn't mean that you have to have thousands of dollars in your collection, but you're proud of it. And you should be proud of it. You should protect it, right? And you should be proud of the products you protect them with. There's no, as a collector myself, this is me speaking as a collector, why would I want to cut corners on something that means so much to me? So I go with the best in everything I do.
Yeah. It makes sense. And then like I said, those stay-at-home moms or those dudes are like, hey, look, I can see somebody like giving somebody a gift like that for Valentine's Day to these nerds. Are like, here you go. I'm like, what you got?
Yeah,
premium collective.
And that's another thing that just differentiates us. We down to our packaging. There's a lot of great companies out there that make pop protectors and whatnot, and they're respectable companies, great companies, but we are proud of our products, right? We just don't want to throw them in a brown box that's wrapped in just a plastic bag and say, here you go. No, like, this is vaulted vinyl. Like, here you go. Like,
I saw it constantly. Oh, man. Usually I'll take like a few days to open something up. I'll put that thing right upstairs. I said, let me check this bad boy out.
I know. Yeah, so, there's a lot of people out there that, customers even, we get it sometimes that say, hey, we were kind of skeptical when we first ordered it. We weren't sure. We've heard some talks about it, and they open it up. They're like, wow.
Right. Especially you got those higher quality, like you got the higher people. They got room to store a suitcase. They got room for that stuff. Some people, moving that, it's tough. Most people, most collectors, they live in just a room or they got a small apartment or whatever. So, but for you, it's kind of like a two decided sword because you want the premium guys. Like, you are 100% for the premium people. You're a collector as a premier premium collector. And now you got to kind of start walking over to the other side, which you definitely have plans on.
I understand where you're coming with, and especially, like I said, especially with the pop ball, we're tailored towards the high-end collector.
Yeah.
And with our pop protectors, yes, we are introducing a product at a lower price point that allows the market to open up a bit and allow more people to come into that and be a part of the Vaulted Vinyl family. However, we are a premium brand, so we are going to be, $1 or $2 more than everybody else,
which is nice.
And yes, and we get people reaching out all the time asking for discounts, and we don't discount our products. We did for Black Friday, Christmas, but we believe in them so much. We believe in the quality so much that we don't want to discount our products because that devalues our brand.
Right. And people are going to sit around waiting for it.
Right. And it jumps us into this price war to the bottom. And there's other companies out there that do that, and they're great, respectable companies. I know their owners, and they're great. But they just have a different business model than we do, and they have a different target market than we do. So that's why we don't discount, and that's why we are priced a little bit higher than everybody else.
Right. I can see myself thinking last night, I got to get these 6 Funko, whoever I'm going to bring with me.
Right.
If I'd have to call you and get an order in, because the problem would be I got 6 of these pops. I don't want to bring them. I'm not going to leave them in my suitcase. I got to bring them on a plane or somewhere as a carry-on or something. And if at that moment, if I had this case, I would be calling you right now for that. So, how long and how much does it cost to go to your site and go through everything? You have 2 products on there, right?
Yeah, we have our pop vault, then we have our pop protectors. Yeah, in different qualities for those, 20, 40, and 80 with those. 2040.
I've seen some people mention that there's like 60.60s coming out soon or something like that. This was about 6 months or a year ago. I forget.
So yeah, you can find those online, but the thing is, when you get above 50 millimeter, 0.5 millimeter, you run into the risk of these pop protectors cracking. You see people try to do them. I've seen people try to do 70s and 60s and 1 millimeters even, and you get cracking, you get shattering. This is the sweet spot, so that's why we decided to go with it.
That makes sense, because sometimes, even on the, not yours, but in the past, I get some like solid 150s. It falls once, it's a go. You throw it away.
Yeah.
But the way thank God we moved into the pop stack world, it's kind of pushed to the side now. It's like not here anymore, which is nice, because when I collected, they cost like $10 for a pop stack. I'm over there hot cashing the whole damn thing,
Right. No, they're expensive. That's actually an avenue we're looking to pursue. But again, there's so many factors that go into that. One is just the absolute sheer space that would take up to have pop stacks versus pop protectors in our warehouse.
Yeah, right.
No, but
we've already been premium market for that, though. That's for sure.
Whew. No, yeah, I think we would be pretty successful with that, and obviously we would differentiate it from a pop stack, but you would be able to stack it. They'd be compatible. It would just be better.
Imagine them clicking in.
Exactly. Little Vaulted Vinyl logo on top.
I come by and pick up the whole stack with one hand. Like, look at me, yo.
Right, yeah. Get a whole wall. You're moving. Yeah.
So, now how much do they cost?
The pop vaults cost $119.95.
$119.
And we have people, they say, wow, those are expensive. And, for a target market, they're not.
Right.
It's a drop in the ocean for protecting hundreds and thousands of dollars in pops. Now, we understand if maybe you collect more of the common lines, there's nothing wrong with that. We do it too. But if that's the majority of your collection, then the value that is not going to be there for the pop vault. And it makes sense. So we understand that. But for the high-end collectors that we're really targeting, and we've done a great job with it so far, it's a drop in the ocean, and it's almost a no-brainer. We have guys that don't even take them to cons, really. They don't go to cons, but they have $10, $20, up to $60,000 in pops that they would rather have in this case versus just sitting on their wall all the time.
Right. I was speaking to my brother. My brother's a doctor, and he watches all the videos or whatever. Calls me, I think, that night. Sees the video, goes, he gets it. He goes, yeah, you might have a lot of pops, but then that person who has kids, they don't want those pops being touched. Yeah. And if you like us, I don't want no one even looking at them.
Yeah. Right. And for me, that's kind of how it was too. Like for me, like yes, I know I have these awesome pops in my collection. Yeah, I display them sometimes, but I don't always need that. I kind of view them as an investment for me. And for that, like I want to, if I have them locked up and good, like if I want to enjoy them and take them out, I'll do that. But I feel way more confident having them in this case, knowing that I have that much money in that case and they're fine and I don't have to worry about them getting knocked over, box damage. Because, you know, when you get up to that kind of prices on those boxes and you get box damage on them, see ya.
Yeah.
Right? So
you gotta get that box swap out there.
Right.
And I put these in there a week ago. I haven't taken them out. I just left them in there.
There you go.
I think we even knocked it over once, twice. I didn't no care for it. I'm like, all right. Well, if it happens, it happens. But I doubt it because it's so sturdy and when it, you know, it lands flat.
Right.
It's cool.
Right.
I'm telling you, I'm digging it. I like the way you're going after the market. I like how you're making it. Something that I try to do all the time is try to make like this. I'm a professional athlete, but yeah, look, I make this collecting thing good. And the fact that you actually are driving other people into collecting, because people know who you are. They're like, what does this guy do now? He does what? What are you talking about? He was a baseball player. Yeah,
and that's the cool thing about collecting, especially Funko Pops or baseball cards, that you get people from all over the world, so different people, but they all come together in one thing. We had a customer, he bought an 80-pack of Pop Protectors. Sent it out to New York. We thought destination was New York. Nope. The guy's in Bahrain over near Dubai. And he had to pay, I don't know, $130 to ship it over there.
Yeah,
no, he knew he had to pay that. He loved it so much. And he reached out to us and sent us a message. It just made our night. I shared it with everyone. And it was pretty cool. Anyways, he instantly bought a pop vault after that. And what's cool about this is the guy, he's royalty over there. He's the ruling family over in Bahrain. He's part of the Al Khalifa family. Unbelievable. It's so cool. And we have some other cool people too, but I'm not going to throw their names out. It's cool. It's pretty sweet.
But that's awesome because that's what I'm trying to do, because I own just like majority of the other people. And before I even get to that, I know a lot of people get upset, you know, talk about their investments or you store them away. Yeah. For me, you know, they're investments and they're like comic books. I don't know. They're like Pokemon card, baseball cards. I'm not going to put every card out on display. That's how I put my shirts in drawers. My favorite shirt, I put in a drawer.
And this is, you know, I know a lot of people, there's a lot of talk in the community about, you know, they're not, any way you slice it, they're investments. It just is what it is. And I don't care if you have maybe $100 in pops or thousands of dollars in pops. It's an investment, right?
Right.
And just the way, it's been insane. These are better than stocks. They've been better than stocks. It's unreal.
It's definitely unbelievable. It's like playing stocks for new people. I love it. Really. I'm buying 10 of stuff back in my heyday at least.
Right.
I buy 10, 12, 20 of a certain pop. Game of Thrones coming out. I bought pops 3 years ago. Racking them all in. And them.
Yeah. And that's another thing in the community is about flippers, right? And if flippers are good, it's business, and it's the reason your collection's worth what it is.
Right.
And it's not a bad thing. You get people out there that, you know, it's not the flippers that drive the price up. It's the people buying them that are willing to pay a higher price than other people.
Right.
That's why they go up. But I'm all for it. I'm all for all that. And maybe people don't like to hear that, but I'm for that. I'm for thinking it's an investment. I'm for thinking it's just a collection and it's fun. And maybe you share it with your kids.
Nobody likes a real flipper. We're talking about people that buy it, you know. I'm like, I'm not going to go out there, buy it for 10, sell it for 20. Hell no. I'm buying it for 10. I'm going to hold this for 3 years.
Right.
I'm going to sell it for 105. Right. That's the, like, you know, that's the way we like playing the game. That's how I play the market, at least. You know, I keep it for 3 or 4 years. Just like my Pokemon. I just had a huge Pokemon collection. I sold like $5,000 worth of stuff. You know, I seen which ones went up, which ones didn't. And instead of me doing what majority of people do when they have stuff in their bank account, I'm going to go buy food. I'm going to buy clothes. I'm going to go spend it on stuff that's going to get wasted. No, it was actually me putting $100, and then now it's worth $550, and you're not even going to be able to find one. Right?
No, I think a good example of this was that actually it was unbelievable. This was my last year of pro ball, so last season, almost a year or two now. I was searching on like let go and offer up. I did it, you know, we would be an away series or something. I'm in my hotel room searching through it, see what I can find, right? And I try to convince them. A lot of people don't like to ship on those apps for some reason. They're scared to ship. So you had to convince them to ship
cash only.
Right. It's like, or like mail orders, and I was like, guy, you ever heard of PayPal? Like, come on. But no, I found this listing for a flock Lotso. $75. The post was a month old in a garage sale group, and I said, no way. And I sent her a message, and she got back to me. She said, yeah, it's still available. And I was like, dude, I couldn't pass it up. I know people are going to say, man, you should have told her it's worth a little bit more.
What are you, crazy? You got something
right. No. So I bought it, and I got it. At the time, I sold it for, it was the most it has ever sold for at the time. I think it was $1,050. And a year later, I don't know, $2,500, something like that.
That's one of my tricks.
It's absolutely insane. You're better off putting your money in Funko Pops if you play it right.
Yeah.
Than going and throwing your money in your retirement fund right now.
Absolutely. That's pretty much one of my biggest tricks. And anyone asks me how my collection got so big was after each season of Funko collecting, there's always like a down season.
Right. Yep.
I didn't sell any of my Pops. And I just noticed, I'm looking at all these damn numbers, just put them in my head every damn year. I'm like, they're just going up each year, and it hasn't really reached the max point yet. Like, is the most somebody going to pay for a San Diego Comic-Con Pop going to be $3,000? Is it the most common is going to be is what? But not really, because we've seen the Red Skull figure last year sold for almost $1,000. A common Funko Pop Red Skull, during Infinity Wars. It dropped down, but it reached that point where it's $1,000.
Yeah.
And,
last time I was in the market with that, it was like $500 when I was dealing with it. 1,000. That's impressive. See what I'm saying? Like, these things just...
Oh, they just go crazy. Wait till you see what happens with Game of Thrones Funko Pops in the next month and a half. It's going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. I have boxes of, like I said, Marin. People seen my video. I went to South Bronx once.
Yeah.
South Bronx. Scared for my life. In this basement, buying Game of Thrones Funko Pops. Like,
hey, it'll do it to you. Yeah.
We got to get the hell out of here. We got a lot of good stuff. And doubles, triples, quadruples of stuff that people are dying for right now. And I'm just like...
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to come out at the right time, right? It's like playing the market. Like I said, it's fun. I enjoy it. It's
a game, is what it is, really.
Yeah,
I view it as a game.
Recently, I started selling the Pops. Like I'm talking about recently. Like I started selling Pops because of some moves Funko did with releasing some stuff that I go, okay, all right, I'll sell this, but I'm going to pick up the new stuff. New and better for me. I'll play that game. I'm not going to play. Let's see. Oh, maybe this thing will go to 500 or go down to 0. I'll stop here. And that was my Alien Funko Pops recently. I sold the Toy Story Alien Pops. I seen the release.
Oh, right, with the new release. I hear you.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to play that market and wait for that out. I'm going to go buy 8 new Aliens for $5.44 from Hot Topic during Hot Cash and put them out all on display. And I'll have no guilt because I bought them for so cheap that but you would buy something over retail, you like, nah, I ain't taking that thing out of the box, Somebody asked me, just ordered a case of 40 protectors. That's from Joseph Shirley. Tax return money, people going crazy. Yup. Somebody asked me earlier, Diamond Toy Collectibles, he messaged you on Instagram. He said, how does he go about him selling it as basically like a comic book, a website comic book shop?
Oh, so like selling our products on the website?
Yeah, on his site or.
Got you. We didn't see them. At least I didn't see the message. So we have, like I said, we don't really approach retailers. Retailers have been approaching us, which is super cool. And we kind of vet them out. We have to see what makes sense for us, as well as a good business decision, because it's a partnership, is what it is.
Right.
So if we have the right vision together, and we have the right values and kind of what we're seeing, and then we would make it work. I haven't looked into that, so I can't really comment on that one. But
still too soon. And it's probably going to be quality. It's going to be It's going to be always too soon because, like you said, you're going to have quality. You're going to have to sell your product to somebody, and then making sure that They don't do anything to it. For them to ship it out correctly and pay all that fees and all that stuff. Now here's a touchy question. Will that make? Will they make one for that fits graded pops?
Graded pops? Will we make a protector?
Yeah.
Or a case?
A case or a case?
Yeah. We're for it. The company reached out to us, and I'll tell you the same thing I told him. I think graded pops is a great idea. Unbelievable idea. If the market doesn't see the value now, I think they will. Just with comic books and baseball cards, all collectibles graded. I think it's a great idea. Eventually, we'll see if we can make a case for them. I know they requested it. I see they're making. I think I saw on a live chat I think they made a little pick and pluck for themselves over there.
I think so too. They called something. They came up with it's called like an arc or something. They made up their own and smart. Why?
Yeah.
This is what the problem is with them. So they get their product, and they're like, "Hey, Cletus, send us 2 pops. Get them graded." I'm like, "Yeah, no way."
Yeah, because you don't want to get them there damaged.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess they reached out to you guys, whatever, it didn't work, whatever. It was just too soon, anything, whatever. So they decided, instead of having all of us wait, literally all of us are waiting around. Like, I'm not sending my, I'm not sending them in. Are you crazy? He came up with something quick, put it out there, and I'm ready. Once I think it's supposed to come here in a couple days. I'll get it, open it up, check it out, and I'll be able to put 2 pops in it, send it right back. They have a thing where the person actually gets to keep it too, so they buy it and they keep it. Which I think you guys already, like you said, you guys are years ahead of everybody else. So.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, our case. Yeah, I mean, they can make their own case. That's fine.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, down the road for sure, we could maybe work something out, especially if the volume's there and the quantities are there. We can probably work something out.
And I can see him on his end. He's got a company. He wants to do something. Got to make moves, right? I can't be waiting around, right?
Absolutely.
Well, if they have a holographic Darth Maul, yes, we have one of those. And what was the most expensive pop you had?
That I had personally?
Yeah.
It's got to be my Griffey. I mean, I had all of those pops you mentioned, but it's got to be the Griffey.
Man, that's crazy. You had them all
signed,
and he got a signed Griffey.
It's with the Hall of Fame inscription. It's the only one in the world with the Hall of Fame inscription on there. I think there's 2 in the world that are signed, and it's the only one in the world with the Hall of Fame inscription. You
know what you should do with that pop?
Keep it is what.
get that thing graded.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm in the same boat. It's a good question or a good comment, but like we're saying, we're all kind of seeing what the market does and what it really is it going to increase the value like we want, like it would if it was like a Beckett grading it or something like that.
Right.
Like is the authority established there yet? And I think he's on his way to do that. I think it's just going to take time.
Right.
It's going to take time, but
I liked it because it kept it safe. That's what the thing was. Like that thing, I'm telling you, was like I could probably just throw this thing, your and his, into a volcano and be like, all right, our plane crashed, but guess what? My headless Ned Stark is still living. There's still 1008 out there. Those cases are amazing. We don't know about a 1 pop stack, but someone asked 2 questions. One, would there be one, I don't know why somebody would want this for Pop Ride, which I don't see that ever happening.
It's a good question. We've had people ask us that before, and if we're going to have them for 6 or 10 inch figures. And the thing is, the case would just be way too big. It would and the demand wouldn't be there for those. So right now, we do not have plans for that. No.
It would look like one of them Fred Flintstone lunch boxes. Like you'd be like,
it just
boom, it's like just pull out in 1 pop.
It's just a cube.
Yeah, just a strip cube. Like, well, here you go. What about a 2 pop protector? For 2-pack.
For like a 2-pack? A pop protector 2-pack?
Not pop protector, a case for a 2-pack. Because for you guys,
Yeah, we obviously it's something we could do, but right now
it's, just that insert.
It's not in the works.
You could just change that insert around.
Right. Yeah. See, I don't know if we necessarily like doing that too, because it leads to 2 different things. One, the quality would probably not be as good. Like that thing's in there, it feels good and it looks good. You start swapping those out, the lines aren't as clean, it's not as good. And then the next thing you know, customers would only buy one, and then they have it all. So there's no.
Well, I'm saying for you to manufacture, not for them to change it out. Like for you, how simple it would be like, hey, look, we got this 2-pack now. Do you want to buy the 2-pack instead of you? Some guy like me, you don't want me cutting it up and then me hot gluing the damn thing. Like, look at me, I got myself a one big pack of garbage.
Yeah, no, we don't have anything planned right now for that in terms of the pop vault, especially for like the actual 2-pack. But we do have plans for protectors. We had to hop on quick on another order of protectors that we got coming in, so we weren't able to do it the second round for the 2-packs, but they will be coming at some point.
Yeah, there's only one other company that I know of that has 2-inch 2-pop pop rides. No, not pop. 6-inch protectors that are .50s, but they kind of slightly went away from the quality that you guys have with. I took this out of the video as well. There's these little lines here. They're like little beady braided lines.
Yeah.
The companies that have this are the best ones. These are the best ones you can get.
Yeah.
What the companies have done with these was they got these ones with like these little holes in them. They got rid of this and they put their logo on it. So they put they're selling the pop for the protector the same price, but now they got their logo on it. So what you did was you kept this and you put your logo on it, and it's a better logo than everybody else, and it looks good big. Looks great big. All right? So and you got it on the back too. And from the other company that does it, they stepped away from that for putting their name on instead of getting that quality, and that's where you get an extra price there. And these, I'm telling you, these are solid. These are solid. I like these so far. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised through this conversation, through then the product of how professional you took this right off the bat. You went professionally all in, making sure that there's not, hey, let me think about this, let me fix that, I don't know if it's gonna work. You took your time, like you said, and
it's a lot of strategic planning and decision making, and we're running a business over here. We're an LLC. We got officially federally registered trademark like 3 days ago, which is really cool. We got the actual thing in the mail. So Vaulted Vinyl is a registered trademark in the United States. So
that's cool.
So we're running a real business over here. This isn't really something we're running out of our garage making some shoddy products out of a garage or something.
Not like 90% of mystery box people out there and their websites. These people are selling their damn pops out of their garage. They got mystery boxes, no overhead or anything.
We actually teamed up with one in our early days. We were people would reach out and we would kind of be saying yes more often than we do now, just because we were trying to get some leverage and get our product out there. And we actually teamed up with a mystery box company. It did really well. It sold out and there was a limited amount. It was only 20 cases, but it sold out in under like a minute. It was nuts.
The people that's that new addiction, people give up on the lottery. They're like, come on.
I mean, you gotta just know what you're getting into with mystery boxes. You can't be upset if you don't get something. The odds are definitely stacked against you.
Yeah, but I could see that being a great win for somebody who just won a damn vaulted vinyl.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was sweet. I think you were guaranteed. I think that it was an expensive mystery box. It was $350. And you were guaranteed at least $350. Now that included the price of the case. So pretty much, if you wanted the case, it was perfect for you, and it sold out in under a minute.
That's pretty cool. And I can see the saving on shipping. You put the pop actually in the pops in there. So when they shipped it in the mystery box, you opened it up. And you're like, what did we get? Now that is a premium mystery box. You like unbox it.
People do that. I saw a customer. We sent one over to the UK, and I think she had the black and white color reject Beatles in there, like I'm telling you,
no, you don't see them. You never see them.
Like vaulted vinyl protects the rarest, most expensive Funko Pops in the world. Any pop you can think of is in one of our cases.
Yeah,
and it is so cool to see that, and it's so cool to see people around the world. I think we're in over 13 countries we sent product to. People love it all over the world. Like it's so fulfilling to see your customers love that. And getting the good feedback from your customers and really being able to make products better based off of that, it's unbelievable.
Now, when did you start feeling like you started doing good? Like, how long into the business Was it like 6 months ago, a year ago?
So, well, we started the business, probably 8 months ago. Whenever we started the business, that's when we filed for our trademark. It takes that long to get a trademark. So we've been in business for 8 months. At first, we, naive and thought we were just going to sell just thousands of these Powerbulls, like right off the bat, right? And I think it was super slow at first. I think we sold maybe 5 the first day, 15 the first week. And I'm glad I stuck with it. I thought that maybe this isn't the move. And I'm glad I stuck with it and kept building the brand for what it is, because now that we got the pop protectors in, we thought we were taking off with the cases and we were doing really well with the cases. And then we introduced the pop protectors. Oh my God. Wow. It's been pretty impressive lately.
That's cool. Yeah. And it's good too, because being a professional boxer, I am going to go to a boxing gym. Yes. I'm not going to go to a kickboxing gym. I'm not going to go to a mixed martial arts gym. I'm not going to go to a powerlifting gym. Yep. Now, I'm taking that same example with a protector. A lot of other companies, they sell Funko Pops, they sell vinyls, they sell action figures, they sell a whole boatload of stuff in their garage or their warehouse. Right. But they don't specialize in one thing. And that's what you're doing. You're specialized in just pop protector. And if you want to go to just a pop protector who specialized it, that's where it's really is. You're going to a guy who specializes in one field.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's kind of our mission here. Is we have no intention of selling Funko Pops at all.
Don't do it.
We don't, because then we just become everybody else. Right. And when we focus on one thing, we can master that and deliver the absolute best quality product we can without focusing on, we got to sell these pops, we got to do that and that. But like I said, I was a buyer and seller of Funko Pops, so I've been tempted to do it on the side. But nah, all the money's going towards the business.
Yeah, that's and it's fun too. You can see it grow. Top Pop says hi, by the way.
Hey, Top Pop, Tristan, what's going on, man?
He's a cool little kid. So, with that being said, we're going to finish this up. What are your plans for 2019? And is Vaulted Vinyl going to make it to a Comic-Con or convention this year?
So, God, is San Diego Comic-Con full already? I guess we haven't looked. Usually got to be, what, a year or two in advance?
That's sold out in October.
Right. So that's out of the question. The only way we were going to get in there for this year is if we team up with someone and we share some booth space with them.
You're going to have to do it again. It's going to be the same thing for New York. You have to team up. Like, even Toys, big Toys, Child's Collectibles teams up for New York Comic-Con.
Gotcha.
It's that big. So
no, and that's something we want to do. And if we do Comic-Cons, we want to do big. Like, we don't want to just have, maybe it ends up being like this, but we just don't want to have a table there. Just a table. Like, we're a premium brand. We want to do it right. So we want to, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to come out here with the table.
On them tables. It's like $10,000 a day for just New York Comic Con. It's crazy. Right. It's crazy.
Well, I think what was it? I don't know how big the booth is, but it was like what, $3,000 for a booth or something?
For what?
I don't know, about 10,000.
I went to Big Apple Comic Con. It was $800 a table for a day. I said, $800 a table. And there was only like 3 booths selling Funko Pops. And it's supposed to be a Big Apple Comic Con. I don't know if you've seen the video. It's the worst thing. I can make a video in 5 minutes, if that. I go to one booth and that's it. I said $800. Because you guys are making money. He's like, we're doing all right. I'm like, it's crazy. Like,
there's so many factors that go into that. You have the upfront price that's going to be massive. We got to figure out how to get from our facility in Iowa out to San Diego with our cases. And that's another thing we've been thinking about. Like, we've been thinking about this. This isn't something that we haven't thought about. But it's, hey, do we bring out all this product? Or maybe we go there with a few products and just offer free shipping worldwide. Worldwide for San Diego Comic-Con. Say, hey, we have a bunch of protectors here. We don't have a ton of cases. Takes up a lot of room. If you want to buy, free shipping worldwide, maybe. But, that's another thing.
You're going to have to definitely team up. Because most of those people, too, that have those booths, just a little heads up so you know, they are grandfathered in. Like, so Funko's booth, they took over and had to deal with another company. Mm-hmm. And because of that, they get that spot. Like, nobody gives up their spot. It's like, like a ticket to the season tickets to the Yankees. You're like, nah, I'm not giving it up. So
Right.
For you, I definitely can see you, especially with a high quality company like Chrono Toys, is a top of the line mystery boxes they do. Top of the line they're the only ones that I see consistently can post on damn freaking Instagram of every single 480 piece pop that ever came through. Fugitive Toys, another great professional one too. They got like Clockwork Orange and stuff like that. I seen them sell a $5,000 pop. They get a pretty big booth too at the con, but they've been around for so long. So I'm looking out. I'm just trying to direct you into what to expect. With these monsters.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I think it'd be wise to team up with the team, especially for a bigger Comic-Con like that.
Yeah. So any say a small convention comes to Ohio.
Iowa. Yeah.
Iowa. Man.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, we might go check it out and kind of get our feet wet there.
You gotta learn experience. You gotta learn experience.
Right.
To set up everything.
Right. So and that's the thing. And then like plans for 2019, you asked. Global.
Yeah.
Global. Seriously, I know it sounds lofty, but we've been contacted by some pretty. It's gonna be fun. So we'll see what happens. See if we can make some deals and. Falta Vinyl is going to be global here soon before you know.
You sound so confident. I feel like this is going to be 2020. It's going to be on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
I feel like it's going to be on Amazon Prime.
I mean,
I got 2-day shipping. Here we go.
Amazon Prime, that's easy. We already have our Amazon account set up.
It's going to be in 2 days. What the hell? This is crazy.
No, that's already set up. We have it set up. The only thing about that is, again, there's so many different things people don't look at is the fees that they take out.
Right.
And all that stuff. So it might not even be worth to put it on Amazon because it's going to take our website customers away from us. Mm-hmm. And we might be better off allocating those units somewhere else, maybe to a different company in regions that we can't reach, such as going global. So
that's awesome. How long does it take? So I ordered tonight. How long would you process it?
Just to go through the website and print it off? Well, so it's Sunday. It's Sunday, so it wouldn't get shipped out tomorrow. But you go through, you order it off, and someone prints out the labels, and we get it out within 24 hours.
That's good. Yeah, I know some companies, take even Big Bad Toy Store, one of the biggest sites, take 5 days processing. And
oh no. So, no, but we did have a pretty bad winter in the Midwest, so some of the shipping times were a few days late. But other than that, no, we get them out. We get them out pretty quick.
That's good. That's everybody, people buy something and want to right away, especially with a high quality thing like that. That's pretty much your plan, just global, getting this out there. Global. I think you're doing a great job getting it introduced to everybody. I see Greg Cook always posting his videos, or people. I see people hating on him in his videos because it's comment section.
People hate on him all the time. Yeah, that's fine. It just seems like. I don't know. It seems like they're the same people all the time hating on them, and that's fine. If it bothers them that much where they want to hate, that's fine. Hate on it, that's fine. I've seen it a few times. It's been posted on Reddit, and apparently people on Reddit don't take too well to
it.
They
hate me, so whatever they hate you. Dave Flock, I'm the only person you can Google on there. It's like a YouTube person. People just post stuff a billion to block. But even today, so I went Funko Pop hunting just for the Toy Story pops. And I didn't even think about bringing my vinyl vault around because I get out of the car or I go in the car. So on Long Island, they don't give you bags. So I got to carry these things out, right? I'll put them on my front seat.
Right.
I got them like stacked on each other. I'm driving. I got the stick. I'm like,
I'm
thinking
hold
now.
Them when you turn.
I'm like, why didn't I just bring the stupid vault thing and I could just stack them in there and I could.
Greg. You mentioned Greg Cook. Greg Cook does that. He goes out and pop hunts with his, so that's pretty cool to see.
I got this little 2-seater, like I got my 350Z.
Yeah.
It's like as big as my car almost. But is there anything else you wanted to ask? Is that Greg Cook? Greg Cook is a teddy bear. That's what they're saying. Anything else you want to add before we finish this up?
No, I mean, if there's any questions, I'm willing to answer anything. So.
Yeah, I think it's really down for people want to know if you're going to be at a con or a convention, or the pop sizes or the sizes that you're going. I think once that market gets them, they're going to be impressed with them. That they're going to probably want to upgrade onto the other one. I can see people want to collect your products in each size.
Right, and just to touch up on the new products. Yeah, touch up on the new products we have coming out. We have a couple new case models coming out. And what I'll say is they'll be a little bit lower price point than what we have out for the original Pop Vault. So that'll open up to the market to some other people that maybe they don't want to spend $120, or maybe they don't have all those pops and they only have a certain amount of them. And then there's one new product with the twist that I think is going to be pretty good, and it's going to be pretty special. So
I'm excited, and for most people, they get it in their hands. They see it.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, this is how it is. Let me upgrade.
And we offer 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you get it in and you don't like it, you're more than welcome to ship it back. And if it's a buyer's remorse thing, just cover shipping. Right. And if there's any defects or anything like that, don't worry. We take care of our customers. So they're always first in line with us.
Can you be one of those companies like Hot Toys, a Sideshow, when they say, you don't have to send it back to us, but can you destroy it and show us the evidence? Like, I want you to be like, they have to go out there and like store it and jackhammer it up.
No, yeah, we've had a couple cases go out where there's some defects on it that must have either missed our quality control, which is fine, that happens, and we send them out a new case and we just ask for it, but we send them a return post and they send it back. We don't necessarily need it in their hands.
I want you to ask them to be able to destroy the evidence. Like that's what Sideshow does. So Sideshow, if you get a Hot Toy from them, say like the arm's broken off, they go,
right,
we'll send you a new one. Show us a picture of you destroying it.
Oh, right on.
So they gotta go wreck the thing, and it's so sad because you're paying this figure and you're like,
right,
this is $250. What am I doing with this thing? Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you guys all for tuning in. You guys can watch this back anytime, and you guys can find him vaultedvinyl.com, right?
Vaulted, yeah. So there's a little dash in there, but vaulted you'll find it. Just Google it and you'll find it. Yeah. Or you can go to our Instagram, Facebook. It's all linked in there.
I just Googled vaulted case, and that thing came right up right away.
There it is.
The Instagram is just pop porn, basically. He posts people who get this stuff, and they put the most rarest of pops in them, and they're not just putting one in. They're putting their entire top of their line stuff.
I was gonna put one up tonight, but I don't know if everyone's ready for it. So
I'll wait a couple days. Come on, man. I thought I did pretty good with my damn ceramics, man. Those
are one of a kind, right? One of one.
There's only two in the world. One goes to the manufacturer, one goes to Funko, and I got Funko. So.
That's as good as one of one right there.
Everybody's thanking you. Awesome. Check them out. Good luck with your new career. I know how hard it is, or soon to be how hard it is to be on the bench and not be able to be out there. But
I'm done with baseball. We're done with baseball. We're finishing up. I'm an econ major, so I'm finishing up this and running the business. So
cool. Last thing is, so this is what you're doing. This is it right now.
This is what I'm doing right now. Yeah. Actually, that's funny because if you got time, I'll just fill you in quick. I'm coming up. This is my last year in college. I came back after I played baseball, and I'm in that spot where I'm sure maybe some of your watchers, viewers are in the same spot. They're not sure what they want to do after they graduate, right? So I played baseball. That's all I knew my whole life was baseball. Now I know I've found a love for business and creating product, bringing it to market, interacting with customers, and all that kind of stuff. So I went and talked to a guy in our entrepreneur office here at GW, and I talked to him and laid out the business for him. And kind of our growth and some numbers for him. And he was pretty impressed. And he said, I told him, I said, do I get a job? Do I get an internship after this? And he's like, are you kidding me? He's like, you do that business and don't look back. So
there you go.
That's where I'm leaning towards, and we'll see what happens. But I think we got some big things planned coming for you guys.
I'm excited. I'm pumped. Definitely going to see you soon. Definitely. I'll probably see you. If you just go to the con, just experience it. Buy the tickets on Third Mark. I did it last year. Everybody bitched about it, but just do it. You get to go to the con. Comic-Con, the San Diego Comic-Con is the biggest Comic-Con in the entire world. It's the greatest one.
Right.
New York Comic-Con's, go to that one. But let me finish up with you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Happy St. Patrick Day. Kiss me, I'm Jewish. No big deal. I got this from Punky. No big deal. It's the only one I got. Hammer out. Thank you, Shane. Boom.